Hey guys and gals, this is William Eric Burton from No BS Reviews and Bonuses and Training. Now I'm going to go over a new product that's just come out called bCast. As you can see, it's bCastSuite actually, and it's to create profitable podcasts simply by speaking or by repurposing other old content within minutes. So you can be original and create your own content consistently. And this is on your own private dashboard, as you're going to see here in a moment. And at the same time, you may not realize, but someone like a famous guy like Joe Rogan, who has a famous podcast, everybody keeps repeating that, famous podcast. Well, in actuality, he films it too, so it actually becomes a vlog cast. So you can also do that. When you're doing your podcast, you can film yourself and your interviewee if you do have an interview set up for that. And you can use that to promote on YouTube. So with one of my bonuses that I'm offering you, as you can see here, is YouTube Authority. Okay, so if you decide to acquire bCastSuite from me, from this specific video, and the link is in the description below, you will get YouTube Authority. You'll also get a free video platform that you can create and house your videos on. You'll get the Vidsy Enterprise level, and then also you can click on the link in the description below here once you get your bonuses, and click on our Facebook group. That's my personal Facebook group, and also you can sign up for bonuses and free training that I give you on understanding how to earn income online. Okay, so that being said, let's go through a few things here. It's a get instant access to the amazing cloud-based tool. It's like you have your own platform. Then when you're recording your cast, either your podcast and or your vlog casts, when you're recording it on video, you can use it in many different ways. You can put it on Daily Motion. You can put it on YouTube, as the bonus there is going to help you understand how to build a YouTube channel. But I think this podcast idea coincides with gathering traffic for any type of business, whether it be a coaching business, whether it would be you're promoting weight loss, or you're promoting some type of niche, and or people are interested in listening to you for your advice, that type of thing. So you can create content for your own podcast in 107 languages. That's wonderful. And it's URL of any kind or any video. You can upload and host your podcast on a done-for-you beautiful design, and we're going to go into that here in a minute. I have a demo. I'm going to go into the back office, actually. Okay, and then you can generate buyers, leads. That's what we're talking about here with having your own personal podcast that you can promote and syndicate as well. And it's beginner-friendly, zero speaking or content creation skills necessary. Auto voice-over. That's a wonderful application to have. Upload and share your podcast to 20 platforms, including Apple, Google, Spotify, and as I was stating before, it's not really a podcast anymore. It's a vlog cast or vlogging cast on YouTube. That's what Joe Rogan does. He's been hired by Spotify as a podcaster, but at the same time, he is still uploading some of those interviews that he does on Spotify on YouTube, whatever Spotify approves that he can upload on YouTube, and he's getting paid millions of dollars to upload on YouTube. So he's still on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. So that is something that you have the power in your hands to do this with. And now it says publish to YouTube, automatically post your podcast onto your YouTube playlist. See, it's already automatic. You get a commercial license as well. So let's actually go through the back office here, okay? So I'm already in the back office, and you can see that it's a pretty easy back office to look at. It's cloud-based. It's not going to be needed to upload on your on your computer of any kind. You can import a podcast. You can create a podcast. You can have engagement, which we might go through here in a minute. But let's go to the bCast. I'm going to left click on this, and you can see there's your profile. We don't have to go through that. But definitely you could have a branding technique on your profile. And then integrations. Integrations is definitely going to be for adding an integration for something like email octopus that they have here. They might have a few more eventually if you do the upgrades to connect to maybe an autoresponder like Aweber or that type of thing. And then also YouTube. You connect with their API here, whichever YouTube channel you set up. And our bonus will help you learn how to do that. And then you can send these type of podcasts to your YouTube channel. Now, at the same time, I'm sure while you're doing this podcast, you can also do a video and upload it like that as well. Okay. And then we have sub accounts. And this is the basic version. And you can add a sub account. Like you're going to impersonate someone. You have your email here. You have your brand and logo, which is very specific, okay? And then we can do what they call a stack code, stacking an AppSumo code. If you're of the lucky few that purchase more than the AppSumo code, then you've come to the right place. Simply enter your second code in the form below, and we'll stack it on top of your existing account. So that's another way to social media to get set up to promote to those 20 plus opportunities for your podcast like Apple, Google, YouTube, and such. Okay. And then we have add-ons. Okay. And you can add on extra space. Obviously, an extra space there if you do longer podcasts, that type of thing. And then we go to podcasts itself. And let's click into this one existing podcast. You can see that once you are done with this, once you're done with your podcast, and podcast really just means like a radio show. Okay, you're speaking to a mass of people. You're speaking to your brand. You have an iframe where you can put it in and copy that. You can put it into a website. You can also host this on a website URL as well. That's awesome. And then obviously here's your RSS feeds. Then they have episodes here as well. You can have many different episodes lined up, as you can see. This is very user-friendly for even beginners to be able to start a podcast brand. You can have audio inserts, so that's really good to add to it. You have a website where they connect a custom domain, and then they have a Facebook pixel here too, and Google tracking as well. So you'll get picked up with the search engines. And then the social tracking, which is obviously your contact email, your Instagram, your YouTube URL, your Medium URL, which is a good little blog that a lot of people secondhand cast their blogs on there. So it gives you good backlinks. And then obviously Twitter, your Facebook URL, that could be going to a group too, if you specifically have a group or a page, and then LinkedIn URL, which is very interesting, and then donation URL to Patreon, which makes some sense. You could actually probably put a donation like for Stripe. You don't even have to do it for Patreon. You could do it for Stripe or for PayPal. Okay, so you can put your link in there and they click on that. And so this is very user-friendly, especially for beginners, to be able to jump right out of the gate and get into bCast here. And your directories will obviously be connecting to Google Podcast URL, your Podchaser, Stitcher, which is obviously another podcast platform, Amazon, Spotify. Hey, if you're wanting to get into those realms and brand yourself like a Joe Rogan, go for it. iTunes, Apple Podcasts. So auto submit to those directories. So it will automatically, once you're done with your podcast, it will automatically submit your podcast to those directories. So you set up each account, and you're going to be able to spread this. And it's a one-stop shop, obviously, to spread your word. And this would be great for sermons, for people in the religious business, for people promoting their coaching programs, that type of things. And then obviously we have the analytics where it's going to give you the downloads and so forth and so on here. So this is the front end, the cheapest version. Obviously, you're going to get more access to the OTOs, or the versions that come, like the enterprise version, the commercial version, that type of thing. Let's see if they have that here. Well, you can record and curate content using bContent. That's what this is. And don't get that mixed up with bCastSuite. It's content, it's voice. As you can see here, audio, bVoice, and bCast, and bContent. And that's all within the bCastSuite. Okay, as you saw there in the back office. And obviously, you have examples here in the marketing niche. In the marketing niche as well, prosperity investory. Now, this is good for realtors as well, okay, especially if you have a realty agency that you can cast to their constituents and their possible customer base. So, and obviously they show Joe Rogan. And most people don't know that. You think that he's exclusive to Spotify, but he is still uploading on YouTube. And that's because he records it. I mean, if you just did a recording and did this podcast that way and then uploaded it to YouTube, you'd probably have to connect some images to it and so forth and so on. And you can do that. I don't think that's great. I think it's better that you video it as well if you wanted to do that. So while you're doing your cast in this system, you could also be videoing yourself and then an interview, like I said, if you had one. So definitely here's some more examples of possible income. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not giving you financial advice, but I will say that I've been a YouTuber. I've had a channel with over 100,000 subscribers. I know what it's like to get an influence base under you. I wish I would have probably had something like this in the beginning to be able to promote to my audience as well. So while I'm doing my videos, possibly live or not live, I could also be doing this podcast and then submitting it to other platforms to monetize those platforms. So you can see comedy and reaction videos, smart passive income. And this is for the podcast platform, but at the same time, I guarantee you they have a nice little camera there that's recording them while they speak, and people like to see that as well. And definitely you can see what this will look like whenever your Clubhouse is a perfect example of why you should jump into the audio and podcast marketing. So marketing any type of business, and you're going to profit from this bCastSuite. Now, I will say that what we saw here is pretty obvious. It's very simple. You would connect a few things here, import a podcast or create a podcast. As you can see here, podcast limit has been reached, which that's one of the downplays that I see in this. I think you can only do so many podcasts, okay? You can only do maybe 5 or 10 that you log in here, and you'd have to upgrade to maybe the commercial version. So that's one of the downplays that I always say about a lot of these software programs, is that they give you a good software program like this is. I believe this is a pretty solid thing that a lot of people could do right out of the gate. You don't even have to have YouTube. You can connect them to the other platforms and monetize that way. But it's limited in the first one that you get. So you're going to have to look at the next stage, like the commercial version. I believe this is the basic version. Okay, so make sure that you click on the link in the description below. Look at our bonuses like I showed you here, okay? We'll get the YouTube bonus out. We'll get a Vidsy bonus out. That is a private video platform where you can house a lot of your videos, and you can send people to your videos. They give you links and everything else and call to action, that type of thing. It's wonderful, separated outside of YouTube as well as a bonus. And then you want to scroll down here on those bonuses, click on our Facebook group, enter that Facebook group, and also enter in our email there, and I will be continuing to send you more bonuses, more bonus software, and also bonus training. I am a six-figure per year earner. I'm also a trader and investor in the Forex market professionally. That means I make money. I'm not trying to brag there, but I do earn income from trading in markets as well. So that's what helps me along with promoting these products that I choose. I don't choose a lot of them, but the ones I do choose, I offer bonuses and training with that. Okay, no BS at all. Okay, so if you're interested, go to the link in the description below. This is William Eric Burton with No BS reviews, bonuses, and training. God bless. Have a great day.